Big news out of the NASCAR world today. A rising young star just found his long-term home, and it's not where you might expect. Connor Zilisch, the 20-year-old Cup Series rookie, has agreed to a multi-year deal with Hendrick Motorsports. But here's the twist. He's not getting there right away. Stick around, because there's a lot to unpack here. And hey, real quick, if you are a true NASCAR fan like me, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel. NASCAR Nation News is just getting started. We are pushing for our next subscriber milestone, and it's all about real talk from fans who live this sport every week. All right, let's get into it. So let's start with the headline news. Connor Zilisch has signed with Hendrick Motorsports. This isn't a deal that kicks in tomorrow, though. It begins in 2028. When that year rolls around, Zilisch will be behind the wheel of the number 48 Ally Chevrolet. That number carries some serious weight in the Hendrick stable, and now it's going to belong to Zillish. But that also means he's leaving his current team behind. Trackhouse Racing has been Zillish's only home since he stepped into the Cup Series, and that chapter is coming to a close. Eventually. It's worth remembering how this relationship even started. Trackhouse brought Zilisch on board back in January of 2024. Since then, this team has been the only Cup Series environment he's known. That makes this exit a little more emotional than your average driver move, and that emotion came through directly from the top. Trackhouse founder Justin Marks spoke on the situation, and he didn't hold back on how he feels about it. Marks called it a bittersweet moment for the organization. At the same time, he made it clear he's genuinely happy for Zillish, saying the young driver is getting an opportunity that many drivers only dream of. That's a pretty telling statement. It shows just how much respect there is between Zillish and the team he's leaving. Marks also revealed that Trackhouse's goal was always to keep Zillish in their cars for the long haul. That didn't work out, but he emphasized he's still excited about what they can accomplish together right now and into the 2027 season. He went even further, laying out what he called Trackhouse's mandate moving forward. The plan is simple. Work hard, accomplish big things with Zillish while they still have him, and prepare the number 88 Chevy team to welcome a new driver for the 2028 season. Marks even described it as the next chapter in what he called this amazing book we are writing. But, as he put it, not yet. Now let's talk about where Zillish actually stands right now, because this rookie season hasn't been easy. As things stand, Zillish is the only eligible rookie candidate in the Cup Series this year. Corey Heim, despite winning 2 races, isn't eligible for Rookie of the Year, so Zillish is on track to claim that rookie honor in 2026. But that honor comes with an asterisk, because the numbers behind it tell a much tougher story. Zillish is coming off a huge 2025 season in the NASCAR O'Reilly Series, where he picked up 10 wins. That's an incredible number. But his jump to the Cup Series has been a different story entirely. This year he's dealt with 8 DNFs, just 1 top 10 finish, a 7th place run at Sonoma, and in the championship standings, he currently sits 34th out of 35 full-time drivers. The only driver he's ahead of is Cody Ware. That's a stark contrast to his dominant run the year before, and it shows just how steep the learning curve can be at the Cup level, even for a driver with that kind of winning pedigree. And it's not just Zillish who's had a rough go of it. Trackhouse as a whole has been struggling this season. There is one bright spot though. Shane van Gisbergen is on the cusp of clinching a chase spot for the team. But outside of that, things have been difficult. Flagship driver Ross Chastain is having his worst season since he joined Trackhouse back in 2022. And as we already covered, Zillish hasn't had much to celebrate either. Now, here's something else worth watching going forward. What happens to that 3rd seat at Trackhouse once Zillish departs? To understand that, it helps to look at how this team was built. Trackhouse started out in 2021 as a single-car operation with Daniel Suarez behind the wheel. Then, after purchasing Chip Ganassi Racing, they expanded to 2 cars, bringing Ross Chastain into the mix for 2022 and beyond. The 3rd full-time car didn't arrive until 2025, when Shane van Gisbergen joined the roster. Zillish stepped in for 2026, taking over the seat Suarez had occupied. There's also a name worth mentioning here. Zane Smith. He was previously tied to Trackhouse as well, but the team parted ways with him back in the summer of 2024 while he was driving for Spire. And one more detail that adds some intrigue to all of this. The current contracts for both Chastain and van Gisbergen are set to expire after the 2027 season. That's the exact same year Zillish is scheduled to make his move to Hendrick. So, to recap, Connor Zilisch is Hendrick bound starting in 2028 driving the number 48 Ally Chevrolet, but he's staying at Trackhouse through 2027 first. Justin Marks called it bittersweet, while praising the opportunity ahead for his young driver. And in the meantime, Zillish is fighting through a tough rookie campaign, even as he's set to lock up Rookie of the Year. So here's the question I want to leave you with. With Chastain and Van Gisbergen's contracts also ending after 2027, what do you think Trackhouse's driver lineup looks like heading into 2028? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join the NASCAR Nation News community. We'll see you in the next one.